Hi everyone, welcome to today's vlog. I said that I would talk a bit more about the way that I'm eating at the moment, and I'm following the 10 hacks that the glucose goddess suggests that you follow to keep your blood sugar stable, and I'm finding it amazing, I have to say. I really am so pleased, and I will talk about each hack in I guess 10 separate videos over the next few months. But the first one that I would like to talk about is the savoury breakfast, because I think this is the one that is really helping me. It seems to set me off on the right foot at the start of the day, and yeah, I'm loving it. I've stopped snacking altogether, even though you don't have to stop snacking, which in turn means that I'm losing weight, which is what I want to do, but also I've got lots of energy and I'm really enjoying my food, which I think again is a really important thing to take into account. So the savoury breakfast is based around protein, and you also can add in veggies and healthy fats and carbs if you want to. I eat carbs, and if you really want something sweet, you can have a piece of whole fruit after the breakfast. I eat a lot of vegetables. You will see in a minute when I show you some of the breakfasts I've been eating. I eat a lot of vegetables, and the reason I do that is because I know for me that's what helps me lose weight, but also it helps me feel good. I feel quite energised, my skin is better, and I enjoy vegetables. They're cheap and readily available, and I genuinely like them. But don't be put off by how many veg I tend to pack onto my breakfasts, because I don't think you need to have so much if you don't want to. And I think, I eat any kind of veg for breakfast, I don't care. But if you want to stick to the more traditional stuff like mushrooms, tomatoes, that kind of thing, then that is absolutely fine. I also at the moment am eating, or trying to eat, a lot more plant-based food. I'm not completely vegan, but I am trying to eat a lot more plant-based food, and so certainly for my breakfasts I rarely have anything. Sometimes I'll have an egg, but generally I'm sticking to plant-based stuff. But in this video I will give ideas for both plant-based and non-plant-based breakfasts. So let me know in the comments below what your favourite savoury breakfast is and whether you're going to give this a try. So first of all, protein. Now there's all the obvious things like eggs are a great source of protein for breakfast. They're quick, you can cook them so many different ways so that you don't get bored of them. You can prep them in advance, so you could boil some eggs and you could do some of the, the muffin things, or the savoury, the frittata, which can all be made in advance. So if you're in a hurry, then you've got stuff ready made. Or obviously you can fry them, poach them, scramble them, coddle them, I don't know what the difference is. But yeah, eggs are a great thing. And I know I was watching the glucose goddess, what I eat in a day, and I think one of her favourite go-to breakfasts is an omelette with feta cheese and tomato. Simple, doesn't take long to prepare, and it ticks all the boxes, because eggs as well as protein contain healthy fats as well, so you're kind of ticking 2 boxes there. You could also obviously for breakfast you could have bacon, sausages. They are like a traditional breakfast thing, but I'm not sure whether they are the healthiest. But if that's what you like, go for it. You could have things like ham or like chicken slices. any leftover meat from meals, like if you like chicken, have some chicken with your breakfast. It really doesn't matter. Oily fish is another good source of protein, and again, it's easy. It's in a tin. You know, you just open the tin, bung some on toast with tomato, and that's a great breakfast. So plant-based things, you're looking more at your pulses, which I tend to use things like hummus, which is made from chickpeas, or you'll see in a minute when I show you my actual breakfasts, I'd run out of shop bought hummus, so I just mushed up a jar of, I think they were butter beans, and put a bit of spice in, some lemon juice, some tahini paste, which again is made from seeds, so it's protein and healthy fat, and made that into a thing to spread over my bagels and toast and things. You've also got cheese. Sorry, I forgot cheese. Cheese is a good source of protein. I don't eat cheese, but again, you could add some to eggs or have cheese on toast, something like that. What other proteins do I have? Oh, nuts and seeds and nut butters. They are all good sources of protein. And again, you'll see in my breakfast, I make little pancakes from chickpea flour, which are a really good source of protein, and I like having those for my breakfast with lots of things piled on top of them. I also sometimes cook up a big pot of quinoa. A quinoa is a seed, and it is a very, very good source of protein, and again, I just bung it on top of whatever I'm having or mix it in with some veg, and that ups the protein for me. So as I said with fibre, it's really good to add some fibre to your breakfast. So go for the traditional things if you like. There's tomatoes, mushrooms, you've got asparagus, spinach. You could put some spinach under your poached egg on toast, or have whatever veg you've got. You'll see in my breakfast, I eat anything. I'll eat beetroot, I'll eat broccoli if there's some left over, courgettes, peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, anything. And I always think when I'm building up my breakfast, what can I add to it? What can I add to it to make it taste good? Because for me, it needs to taste good to satisfy me. But what can I add to make it more healthy? So I'll add an extra kind of veg, or I'll add a splash of vinegar just to give it a bit of flavour, or some spices or some herbs, or a sprinkling of seeds to give it a bit of crunch, anything like that. One thing I did forget for protein would be baked beans. Again, they're quite a traditional breakfast thing. And then we get onto the subject of healthy fats, and as somebody who's always been on a diet and done Slimming World, you get to be quite afraid of healthy fats, and I'm really making myself use a bit of olive oil or have some avocado. Again, seeds, nuts, don't be scared of them. Don't overeat them, obviously, but don't be scared of them. And again, it really helps keep me full, having a bit of healthy fat, and it's good for you. My hair's stopped falling out as much now I'm eating more healthy fats, which when I was doing Slimming World, my hair used to fall out in big clumpfuls, so that wasn't very good. And then carbs. If you want some carbs, have carbs. I have carbs every meal time. I have, in the mornings, you'll see I either have toast or bagel, or, well, my chickpea things are not really carbs because they're protein, but I do often have some carbs. You can have some potatoes or whatever kind of toast you want. Just make sure you have all the other things, and make sure you're having the protein to go with it. So I think I've rambled on for long enough. I'm going to show you some of the breakfasts that I've been having, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. I've just done a little bit of meal prep. So I've grated some carrot and some cabbage, which can just be used in salads or as some coleslaw, something like that. I had a load of courgette and pepper and tomatoes that had seen better days. So I've just cooked them up with some chard and lots of spices and lemon juice. And I'll probably have those for my breakfasts. I just cut some carrots and peppers up for veggie starters. Then I made some chickpea, courgette and sweet corn fritters. So it's just grated courgette, sweet corn, spices, whatever you want. I think I did paprika and oregano, salt and pepper. Bung in some chickpea flour and a bit of water to make a batter, and then just fry them off. And I also did some of my chickpea flour pancake things, which I like to have for my breakfast. And again, it's just chickpea flour, water, seasoning, mix it to a batter, and then just fry them off. You can freeze them, just put a bit of grease-proof paper in between each one, and they're good as gold. Breakfast number 1, I've started off with one of my chickpea flour pancakes, and then I spread some avocado over that. So that's my protein and my healthy fat. Then I dumped a load of the shredded cabbage and carrots and the cooked veggies on top. And then to finish it off, I just added some of the lettuce leaf things that I've got, little spinach leaves and things like that, and a handful of seeds for some more, for some crunch and taste and some more protein. And then I just like to slosh a load of vinegar over it because I really like the taste, especially on salad. Delicious. This morning I'm going to start off with a piece of toast, and when I'm making these savoury breakfasts, I'm always thinking, what can I add to it to make it delicious so that I enjoy it? What can I add to it for protein? What can I add to it for healthy fats? And what can I add to it for more fibre? So I'm going to start off with a piece of toast. I've got a bit of hummus left, so I'm going to add that. That's protein and healthy fats. I've just got a few salad leaves left, so I'll put them on. I'm going to cook some mushrooms and some tomatoes, and then I will sprinkle some seeds over the top. But you could easily have some egg on that, and or like I said before, some oily fish or even chicken. If you've got a bit of leftover chicken, you could have whatever veg you want, but I've tried to go for slightly more normal breakfast veg. You could have avocado. There's so many things you could have on the toast, or you could just not have the toast and do like an omelette, but I like to have some toast for my breakfast. These are cooking in, and there it is, and it's taken 5 minutes to prepare, and I guarantee you this will keep me full until lunchtime, and it will be delicious as well. So this morning's breakfast, I'm going to have a bagel, but I've been finding a whole bagel, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, is too much for me. It's too filling. So I'm going to just have half, but I'm going to pile it high with things. I'm just going to mush up some of these like butter bean things with some lemon juice for some protein. And I've still got some of these veggies left, so I'll just heat them up, and I'm going to also have some nice fresh tomato slices. And for some healthy fats, I'm going to sprinkle some seeds over it, and I might have a bit of tahini paste in the fridge, and if I do, I will put some in with the mushed up beans. So I'm going to get this ready and I'll show you it when it's done. Breakfast number 4 is lots of things on toast again. So I started off with a piece of toast, and I added some of that bean dip that I made, and also a bit of quinoa, cooked quinoa. You can't really see it underneath all the veggies. And then just piled the veggies and the seeds on top, and it was delicious and filling. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.